Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Wednesday morning. We're kind of getting into that halfway space of the week. And today's meditation is all about the science of meditation. Bringing the idea of science and spirituality together and seeing that they really serve the same purpose, right? Somebody, good morning. Stefan, good morning. Hello. Welcome to a beautiful Wednesday. Let's get right into today's message. I love the space where spirituality and science meet. And I love seeing how more and more it seems that they both speak the same language. After all, both science and spirituality is an attempt at describing the truth. So ultimately, they have to produce the same results, right? Danae, good morning. Serene, good morning. Hello. Happy Wednesday to all of you. Think about it for a moment. Both science and spirituality are at their core attempts to understand the universe, the seen as well as the unseen. Science meticulously dissects the world, analyzing its parts to comprehend the whole. Spirituality, on the other hand, seeks a more holistic understanding, a connection to something greater, yet isn't the ultimate goal the same? To unveil the grand tapestry of existence? Agape Satori says, you need to understand both science and spirituality. The key is learning how to combine the two, so that you learn without limitation of what humans can measure, and also don't get carried away by what you can imagine. Hey Anthony, good morning to you. Awesome seeing you, man. Evita Ochel says, both science and spirituality tell us today that meditation and mindfulness strengthen mental control. The more we feel conscious of and in control of our thoughts and our emotions, the more empowered we become to take effective action that is most suitable for our health and our life. And then Tucker Max says, the science of meditation is very clear and provides overwhelming evidence. Even 20 minutes a day doing mindfulness meditation increases happiness, vitality, emotional stability, and focus. It also decreases irritability, anxiety, depression, blood pressure, and the stress hormone cortisol. Meditation induces a physiological relaxation response in your body that counteracts daily stress. Charlene, good morning. Hello. This harmonious convergence of science and spirituality isn't just a philosophical musing. It's a practical tool for personal development. By embracing both, we embark on a transformative path of self-discovery. Today's journey focuses on the science part. I love this one. I will go through what are some of the physical processes that happen in your body while we close our eyes and start to breathe. So if you're ready, here we go. Shabs, you're just in time. Close your eyes. We'll start with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. I want you to be very deliberate about inhaling into the balloon in your belly. Feel your belly rise as you inhale and fill up that balloon. And then feel the balloon in your belly deflate as you slowly exhale. Make your exhale specifically slow. Slow down the exhale, make it as slow as you can. And sometime, play around with a heart rate monitor and see the difference between your heart rate when you inhale and exhale. And you'll see how good a slow exhale is at slowing down your heart rate. It is almost as if your heart and your brain is listening to your breathing, listening to your lungs. And if your breathing speeds up, your heart rate and your brain will speed up too. And as your breathing slows down, especially the long, slow exhale, your heart rate and your brain will slow down too. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. And then roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left. And forward and to the right. Big half circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left, and also lean your upper body over to the right. Feel yourself leaning into your back muscles. Find where the edges of your back muscles are and gently lean into those edges. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to do that, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, Feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, imagine you had a little bit of X-ray vision. You can look into your body and see some of the processes you are triggering right now by sitting here and meditating. Take your next big breath. Breath holding is an amazing tool. Sometimes when you listen to free divers that spend a lot of time, a big part of their lives, holding their breath. You can understand, get a sense of breath holding just in and of itself is their meditation. There's a different way of reflecting while we hold our breath. There is a different way of looking inward as we hold our breath. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, what exactly does that dive into you feel like as you hold your breath? Take your next big breath. When you hold your breath, the first thing that happens is your brain gets an extra boost of oxygen. This is a stress response, whereas normally with a stress response, the extra blood flow, the extra oxygen goes to your extremities, to your arms and legs, so that you can fight or run. Typically a fight or flight response. But when you hold your breath, your body understands that if there is a threat, if there is something that prevents you from breathing, perhaps you're going to have to really think clearly to figure out what's going on so you can breathe again. And so the thing that gets preserved for as long as possible is your brain. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, imagine you could see this happen. See into your body, and as you take a deep breath and dive deep inside, see how your brain gets an extra boost of oxygen. Take your next big breath. So when you have brain fog, when you feel drowsy, when you're struggling to focus, one of the easiest ways to clear that up is with a few breath holds. Give your brain an extra boost of oxygen, and you become clearer again. Another part of the stress response is, as you hold your breath, your nervous system sits up like a meerkat, and it asks, Is anything wrong? Is everything okay? Is there a threat here? So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, just imagine seeing your nervous system perk up that way. Take a look around and go, is there danger here? Take your next big breath. With every breath hold, you have the opportunity to teach your body something. As your nervous system perks up and asks, is everything okay? It listens to your body, it looks to your body's reaction to learn something, to learn whether there is a need to panic or not. And if, as you hold your breath, as you dive deep inside, if you are able to really relax into your breath hold, soften your body, and actually find some enjoyment in the relaxation into your breath hold, the message to your nervous system is clear. The message is, there is no threat here. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, see how much you are able to relax into your breath hold. Can you even find a little bit of enjoyment in softening into your breath hold? Take your next big breath. In the same way, we have the opportunity to teach our body every time we do something difficult. This is why cold exposure, cold plunges, cold showers have become so popular. Because you have the opportunity to put your body in that uncomfortable place, in a cold shower, and your nervous system perks up and goes, this must be a threat. Am I going to die? Am I going to freeze to death? And your body's reaction, when you soften into either the breath hold or the cold, Your body's reaction teaches your nervous system that not everything that looks or feels dangerous is necessarily a threat. We can be in uncomfortable situations and we can be okay. We can do hard things and still be calm. One more time as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you. As you soften, as you relax, as you find a little bit of enjoyment even in this breath hold. Understand how you are teaching your body in this moment that not everything that feels dangerous is necessarily a threat. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last two big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. While we continue having the conversation about your breath and a particular piece of science behind your breathing. You can return to almost unconscious breathing, specifically in and out through your nose. Although I guess the conversation about breath will mean your attention will go there, and that's okay. Have you ever wondered about the function of your sinus cavities? Why there are these hollows in your skull that you breathe through? Why not just a straight pipe from your nose down to your lungs? There are a few possible descriptions of why we have nasal cavities. One of it is no one's nasal cavities are quite the same, and while your vocal cords give your voice a certain tone, your nasal cavities, like the box of a guitar, adds a certain timbre to the vibration of your voice. That's one explanation. I've always been kind of dissatisfied with that explanation. I thought there must be more, so I kept searching. And eventually I found that the endothelial lining, which can be described as the skin on the inside. Our skin on the outside is called the epithelium, and our skin on the inside is called the endothelium. That skin that lines the inside of your nasal cavities, the membrane really, has an incredibly interesting function. It creates and releases nitric oxide. So every time you inhale through your nose, the air catches the nitric oxide and carries it into your lungs, and from there into your bloodstream. And as soon as the rush of air in moves some nitric oxide, immediately those cells release more. As you breathe the nitric oxide into your bloodstream, it has a relaxing effect on your body. It dilates arteries, and because the arteries go wider, the blood pressure drops. And when the endothelial lining of your arteries, when they pick up nitric oxide in your blood, they produce more nitric oxide. So you have a chain reaction. The more nitric oxide you inhale through your nose, the more your body produces an increased amount of nitric oxide. So while it widens arteries and relaxes your system, it also fights inflammation. The more nitric oxide you inhale and have in your bloodstream, the healthier you are, because inflammation on all levels get reduced with an increase in nitric oxide. And for the surface of your arteries, this is important because it helps fight whatever build up of plaque you might have on the inside of your arteries. So just one more reason for you to pay attention to inhale through your nose and all the way into your belly. And remind yourself multiple times every day to get back to slow, deep breathing through your nose. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this amazing body. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for continuously learning more about the amazing ways in which this body works. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to be a better custodian of this body. Take a deep breath in. And just again, thank you. I have so much appreciation for this body. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being on our journey today. Thank you for slowly becoming a better custodian of your body. Good morning, Anne-Marie. Good to see you. Hello, Michelle. A very good Wednesday morning to you. Good to see you. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Shabs. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Sunmarie. Have a beautiful day, everybody. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.